Do you want to get started or?
We can get started.
Okay. Oh, we should clap. 1, 2, 3.
Hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Step Into My Playlist, baby. This is the podcast of me, Simon, and...
Caro, I'm here.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, welcome listeners. Thanks for checking in our episode for the month of May. Excuse us for being slightly a bit late. Life happens, but we are back and we have some cool tunes that we want to show each other for the month of May.
So, just the premise. In this podcast, Simon and I show each other one new song that came out in the last month that the other person doesn't know yet, and also one song that we have rediscovered in the last month, which is a bit older, but that the other person also doesn't know yet. So, at the end of this episode, you guys will probably have 4 new songs to listen to.
Yeah.
Okay, Simon, what have you been listening to this month? Tell me.
Ooh. Yeah, it took me a little bit to find new songs for the month of May specifically. But luckily the last week definitely saved it. And I have had actually a couple of ones that I wanted to choose from.
Awesome.
A random song came into my release radar. I always thought that it was just the songs that you were always listening to, or the artists that you were listening to. But this one, yeah, I clicked on it and it turned out to be a pop punk songs.
Oh.
And I didn't know that they existed. Of course they still exist. The genre is never really dead, I guess.
Yeah, but it's less popular now.
For sure, yeah. The period that I know it from is the early 2000s, which I knew from the American Pie movies, the very raunchy teenage movies. But they always featured songs from Blink-182, Sum 41, Good Charlotte. So I always associate that with the genre. But there's also new bands that came up, like this one, With Confidence, an Australian pop-punk band. And this is a song from their new upcoming 3rd album. And it was really nice hearing that genre again. Is very, I guess it's a very run-of-the-mill song that it's very much associated with pop punk. It's not doing anything super new, but it was a great listen, and it came and my emo teenage self came up again. I guess it was it had some teenage angst in it. I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I'm looking forward to hearing it then.
Have you been a fan ever, or did you listen to some of those songs from that genre?
Yeah, that was actually what got me into the more alternative music. I started out with listening to Paramore and Green Day. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm definitely nostalgic. Like when I hear pop punk songs now, it really makes me go back to my teenage years and yeah, makes me nostalgic. So let's hear it, shall we?
Let's do it. Here is With Confidence with their new single, Cult.
I got my God calling, God calling me, and she won't stop calling me, stop calling me. Mother
All right, that was With Confidence with their new song Cold. Did that rekindle your teenage angsty self, Karen?
I really enjoyed listening to that.
Nice.
I especially like the beginning part when he starts singing about cooling and then his phone voice comes out. Like, it sounds like his voice is on the phone. I really like the effect of it. Very clever.
Yeah.
And it's definitely pop punk, you can tell.
Yeah.
It's really busy in the chorus with the drums, and
Yeah.
there are the vocal harmonies and the screaming guitars.
Yeah.
It's not quite dancey, but still a head bob, as they say. So I'm definitely going to listen to that more. And maybe other songs by this band. So they're a pop punk band?
Yeah, they are. Yeah. And this is their third album, yeah, so they had more stuff that came out before that.
Amazing. Something to sink my teeth into then.
Exactly. They said that this single is very representative of the rest of the album, and this is very much their sound. And they have also said it's very much influenced by Green Day and Blink-182 and stuff.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great stuff. Thank you for that.
No problem.
And that means it's time for my first song now.
Yeah.
So, I chose the song She Looms by an artist called Luke Noah, who is a Berlin-based singer-songwriter just starting out.
Ooh.
He's only released his first EP last month, so in May. And it has been on repeat since then for me. Like, I've been listening to this.
Yeah.
It's just really great. And She Looms is my favorite song from that EP. But as I said, unfortunately, he's just starting out, so there wasn't much to find on him when I did my research. So I thought I would do a Simon and reach out to Luke directly to see
No way.
what he had to say about his song. So here is Luke.
Hello there. Let's talk about She Looms. Thanks for having me on your podcast. It's the first time ever for me being part of a podcast, and yeah, it's a pleasure. It's an honor, and let's talk about the song.
So I wanted to know about the song in general, like how it came to be, what inspired it. And Luke said he wanted to talk about two main things, so the lyrical side and the musical side. Let's hear what the lyrics are about.
It's a very personal song. It's a story I experienced myself, but I think regardless of that, it's a topic or a situation that most people, I think, have experienced in their lives at least once. And it's the feeling of excitement you can feel towards a person that's really special to you and you haven't seen that person in a long time. And it's the feeling of beginning, or just that feeling of you thinking, okay, there's something about to start here, something special. It's a journey into the unknown. It's the beginning of a journey into the unknown, and as all unknown things are, they can be good as well as bad. And I think it's that ambiguous thing of your mind being cautious but being very excited at the same time, and that leading into devotion, into complete devotion, saying, use me, whatever you need me for, I'm down with it, because I'm in for the ride.
Isn't that intriguing?
Very cool. Nice. Yeah, so on one hand, it's a very broad thing about the unknown and being devoted to it at some point, but also specifically about a person that you very much like and haven't seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So it's definitely a very personal song for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I also wanted to know what inspired the music of the song. So here's what he had to say about that.
It's been mostly inspired by a German band called Giant Rooks. Great band. Great band. Is live, especially live. Love their songs, love their lyrics, and they've been very inspiring for me. Yeah, I think it's a mixture between that band and some of the music I still listen to a lot, like the War on Drugs, and yeah, I think that's it. I think that's the two main inspirations behind that song: the War on Drugs and maybe a bit of Foals. And I think mainly Giant Rooks. Great band. Check it out if you don't know them.
And I thought Simon will probably like this because I know you are a fan of the War on Drugs and you also like some of Giant Rooks' songs, which I have shown you. And I can just second what Luke said there. They are really great live. Expert musicianship. You have to go see them if you get the opportunity.
And Falls, the third one, I also like a lot. Miracle, I really like their song.
Awesome. So I think now that we have a general background about the song, we should listen to it. So here is She Looms by Luke Noah. Enjoy.
Out of nowhere she looms to set my heart on fire again. Desires that I haven't learned come dripping all over my thoughts. And now that we have come full circle, it's easy, easy. Use me, whatever you need me for. I'm blinded by relief that you're burning. Use me and have it your own way. I'm blinded by relief that you're burning. Craving remains unchanged, hidden it still awaits. It's clear that we'll collide, tangled in future nights. 'Cause now that we are reunited, it's easy, easy. Use me, whatever you need me for. I'm blinded by relief that you're burning. Use me and have it your own way. I'm blinded by relief that you're burning. I beg you, don't make me your makeshift love. I'm blinded by relief that you embody. I beg you, don't make me your makeshift love. I'm blinded by relief that you embody.
So this was She Looms by Luke Noah. Simon, what did you think?
I liked it a lot.
Awesome.
It's really nice. Yeah, I can definitely hear the falls and blah?
Giant drugs.
No, the other one.
War on drugs.
Yeah, I can definitely hear falls and the war on drugs in this. It's really nice. Yeah, I got into it a bit later in the song. I think I was expecting I maybe wouldn't have wanted to hear the inspirations because I was waiting for a part to kind of slow down a little bit or the instrumentation to get a bit longer. And I was quite rapidly going into verse, chorus. But I liked that I could lose myself a little bit in the outro and the last instrumentation part, which was a bit longer than I expected, and that kept me on my toes because of that. And the ending was nice and chill.
You're a sucker for instrumentation, aren't you?
Yeah, I like a bit of a solo, and yeah, when it takes a bit longer, and you can just listen to that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
An interesting chorus. It worked, but if you look at the lyrics, they don't even rhyme, so you wouldn't think it would work. But it's nice to listen to. It's still catchy.
Definitely.
And nice to know the meaning behind it now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would listen to this more. It's really cool, and I'm very curious what else he has as he's just starting out. What else he has to offer?
Yeah, indeed. I really like it as well. Obviously, because I chose it. It's such a spring and summer song, and
Yeah,
I enjoy the quiet verses, and then the chorus really hits you when it comes, especially with the ethereal background vocals.
yeah. That was his own harmonies, I guess, right?
Mhm.
Like extra layers of vocals.
I think so. And it just really makes me want to wave my arms in the wind and just go with the flow.
Yeah.
And I also asked Luke what his favorite part of the song is.
Oh, cool.
And that's what he had to say.
I'd say it's a chorus, because it's kind of cinema-esque, because you got all these strings in the background and choirs, and it's really big and beautiful with this, and it's quite a contrast to the line "Use Me," which is kind of self-destructive, and that connected to this beautiful music is it's a good blend, I think, for an interesting mix, and it's fun to sing as well.
Cool. I hadn't even thought about those aspects of it, so it's nice to hear that extra dimension about it.
Mm-hmm.
It is, I guess, really, really nice and beautiful with the self-destructive lyrics.
Yeah, so would definitely recommend listening to this song more and also to the other songs on the EP. Special mention goes out to Bleach and also Femme Fatale. These are my 3 favorite songs from the EP.
Cool. Very nice.
So I hope that he'll be able to release some more music soon, because I want to listen to more of his stuff. Definitely promising and exciting.
Cool.
Alright, so should we move on to your next song?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this one is completely different than what I normally listen to. But I've been inspired by some new music as I was hanging out with some friends studying together. There was one friend of mine who was the DJ all week long, and he had a really nice playlist. Yeah, I don't know. Can I recommend the playlist? It's called December 21, and but there's a lot of cool stuff on there.
We can just link it in the show notes.
Ah, that's great. Yeah. Yeah, and this one is a song by an Italian singer. I looked him up on Wikipedia. Can you believe that someone from the 60s is still? I guess Paul McCartney is as well, but he started making music in 1962, and he's still releasing stuff today.
Oh.
And he's called Paolo Conte.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm pronouncing that wrong, but
Sounds legit. I'll trust you.
yeah. Most of his stuff is played on the piano, but there's some cool other instrumentation coming in as well.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, very melancholic and poetic. Maybe try to focus on the lyrics. I haven't really figured it out, but it's really... Wait, it's in Italian.
Oh.
Okay, we won't be able to.
Yeah, that would be a bit hard.
I was like, God, I haven't really focused on the lyrics. Well, make your own interpretation as you like.
Imagine what the song might be about. That's your task now.
He was very much inspired by jazz as a young kid.
Mm-hmm.
It reminded me of the Call Me By Your Name soundtrack. Maybe because we also listened to that. Have you seen Call Me By Your Name?
I have, and I know that it's set in Italy, so that might also be a connector.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, maybe indirectly. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, how I would classify it in terms of genre or anything, but I just want to show it to you now. This is Paolo Conte with Sparring Partner.
È un macaco senza storia, dice lei di lui. Che gli manca la memoria in fondo ai guanti bui. Ma il suo sguardo è una veranda. Tempo al tempo e lo vedrai che si addentra nella giungla, no, non incontrarlo mai. Da da da, da da da, da 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 da. Guardato in fondo al gioco, tutto qui, ma sai, sono un vecchio sparring partner e non ho visto mai grata, più segreta di così. Prendi il primo pullman, via, tutto il resto è già poesia. Da da da, da da da, da 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 da. Avrà più di 40 anni e certi applausi ormai. Son dovuti per amore non incontrarlo mai. Stava lì nel suo sorriso a guardar passare i tram, vecchia pista da elefanti stesa sopra il macadam. Da da da, da da da, da 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 da.
Well, that was Paolo Conte with da 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 da. Or what is the actual song's name?
Sparring
I
partner.
just call it da 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 da. Sparring partner.
Which I found a bit odd because when I first saw that you chose the song, I thought, oh yeah, it's going to be in English, but then obviously it's not in English, it's in Italian. But he still says sparring partner at some point in the song, so
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's a bit jarring
Yeah.
because it's all of a sudden a different language.
Yeah. But what did you think overall?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I found it dark-ish in the beginning,
Yeah.
and the melody is so lovely. And then the bass, oh my, the bass is great. And then once the song picks up, it gets even better. And I'm still swaying. It's just so nice. And I can see myself washing dishes to this song. I know that's a bit weird, but it's that kind of like homely feeling of listening to good music. I just found it very comforting and exactly what I need today. So thank you for putting that in our
Nice.
podcast.
Yeah. I'm more in this mood than the pop punk mood, I think.
At the
right
moment,
now.
yeah. I can relate to that.
Yeah.
What do you like about it especially?
Well, the little motif is just that's why I call it that. That's really nice. And once it picks up, definitely then it gets a lot better. Yeah, and whenever it kind of chills out and then the chorus comes back in, it's really nice. It also makes me feel warm inside, and it's nostalgic, dark little song.
Yeah.
The man's 84 and he's still rocking.
Wow.
Trivia question: what is the oldest musician active?
The oldest active musician. The oldest person in the world playing music.
Yeah.
Oh. I hazard a guess at 103 years old because that's just what popped into my head.
No.
Nope.
It's 94.
Oh, close enough.
And that person is Tony Bennett.
Okay.
After fighting World War II, he established himself as one of the most recognizable pop and jazz singers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Still going strong. He was touring with Lady Gaga in his late 80s.
Ooh.
He recorded an album with Diana Krall.
Yeah, and that's the music trivia section for you guys. Hey, that's why you come to this podcast for interesting facts like these.
Exactly, which I definitely looked up before.
Yeah, for sure, because we do our research.
Da-da-da, da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Time for your last song.
Yeah. So my last song is really interesting. It's called Toop Toop by a French electronica producer duo called Cassius. They formed in the late 1990s and consist of boom bass and star. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. They are quite popular on Spotify, 750,000 monthly listeners, and Toop Toop is their most popular song. I think I found that in a playlist someone I trust curated, and I was hooked from the first time I listened to it. It's really dancey and also really weird. It's from 2006, and yeah, production-wise, it's really intriguing. So I really want to hear what you think about it. Here's Toop Toop by Cassius.
After all the way we see, I got my hands from a machine. You can just put online, so I got some peace of mind. I can keep on crying at night, got no more strength to keep on fighting. Hanging out to hear the ring, all I got is a machine. After all the way we see, I got my hands from a machine. You can just put online, so I got some peace of mind. After all the way we see, I got my hands from a machine. You can just put online, so I got some peace of mind. I can keep on crying at night, got no more strength to keep on fighting. Hanging out to hear the ring, all I got is a machine. After all the way we see, I got my hands from a machine. You can just put online, so I got some peace of mind. I can keep on crying at night, got no more strength to keep on fighting. Hanging out to hear the ring, all I got is a machine.
So that was Toop Toop by Cassius.
Really cool. Yeah, that's really nice. Nice to have a completely different experimental weird song at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it can be super experimental where it's not even music anymore. It was still catchy, I guess. But some parts of it which you just don't expect, like the 8-bit synth in it, the little drum ticks, which weren't really normal drums, and the way he sang the title, which kind of reminded me of how the Gorillaz did it in Feel Good. Do you know that song?
Yeah, you're right. That's true. I had never thought about that.
Yeah. It's really nice. Yeah, I can still enjoy it. I just hate fade outs at the end.
Oh, yeah, I know you're not a fan of that.
Yeah.
And I hadn't even realized that was a fade out song until I listened to it again just now, and I was like, oh no, Simon's not gonna like that part.
Of course, you expected that. Yeah.
But I found it really intriguing that it sounds like a typical noughties rock song in the beginning, and then all of a sudden all these electronic elements come in, like the synth and the electronic claps. And I really love the kick drum. It just slaps, and the bass line is whoa. And yeah, the whole picture of the song, it just works so well together, even though the different parts are so different. They shouldn't work together, but they do. And it's about someone trying to reach a person on the phone. And the toop toop is like the sound that you get when you're trying to get through on the line, and you're waiting for the other person to pick up. And then I think at some point the singer goes, and all I get is the machine. So instead of getting the person, I get the answering machine. which is so frustrating.
Yeah.
So I feel like you can put this song on instead and then dance. Even if you can't reach the person you want to reach, just put the song on and have a dance party instead. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lyrics right now. It seems like it's literally about that. It's not even a metaphor for something. It's just trying to reach someone. Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't pay attention to that part.
When I was listening to that before I did my research, I had no idea what they were singing about because I found it really hard to understand the vocalist.
Cool. Are you still going strong, Cassius?
I'm not actually sure. Well, their latest release is from 2019.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess they're still doing things, which is great.
Really cool.
There seemed to have been a really big gap between 2006 and then 2011.
That's a big gap. Yeah, that's a comeback.
But honestly, I don't know any of their other things,
Okay.
so I can't really recommend them. But I just found this song so intriguing that I wanted to show it here.
That's quite a nice contrast with Paolo Conte's.
Yeah.
We got a nice variety of songs here, I feel like, these 4.
Yeah.
Right?
I definitely think we have a good variety of songs for everybody to listen to and to broaden their horizons and playlists.
Yeah. Well, I think that was all. That was everything for this episode. All right. Oh, for next month, I'm really excited because my favorite band, Nothing But Thieves, is coming out with a new single.
Oh, really? But they released a new album last year.
I know. Yeah, it was actually really cool because I got an email from them because I'm the super fan that is on their emailing list.
Oh.
And they sent me a secret video. If I pre-saved the song, I got a small 5-minute documentary about the making of the song.
Amazing.
Which wasn't even released publicly yet, because I googled it there when it was going to release, but it wasn't even on Google yet.
Wow.
And yeah, they just got bored because they had to postpone the tour, and it all took very long. They couldn't really perform live.
Fair
So
enough.
they just made more stuff. So it's called Future Proof, and it's coming out on June 8th.
And you heard it here first. Well, no, not really, because Simon got it from a newsletter, but you heard it here second.
Yeah, I'm always excited for more Nothing But Thieves stuff. But yeah, you will hear that maybe next month. But it's been a fun ride thus far, Carolyn. And it's really nice. We have what we have already and a really nice playlist to listen back on.
Yeah, I have really enjoyed what we have done so far. And I'm so glad that you decided to do this with me. So thank you, Simon. I love you very much.
I love you very much too. Yeah, nice.
All right.
Thank you so much for listening and see you soon.
Yeah, catch you next month. Bye.
Bye.
Step Into My Playlist, Baby is hosted, produced and edited by Simon and Caro. This podcast is not on social media, but you can email us at playlistbabypod@gmail.com. Our theme song is Step Into My Office, Baby by Belle and Sebastian. Thanks for listening, and until next month.